This has been a tough year. COVID-19 has made the world a pretty unpredictable place. And moving towards the summer, what are we going to do? What are families going to do with their kids that have been cooped up all day inside and are craving some kind of alternative form of entertainment or a vacation? Well, I've got the place for you that's not only going to be COVID safe, fun for the whole family, but full of chocolate. And that place is Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. I'm going to share with you all the reasons I think they fit those categories. So let's start with the most important one, and that's safety. How are they going to keep you safe during COVID? Because that's a real problem right now. There's no going around it. You're going to have to be pretty darn cautious and safe. And let me tell you right now, John Lawn, the CEO of Hershey Entertainment and CEO of the resort company, is guaranteeing safety and precautions that are being put in place. They're working extremely closely with the Penn State Health and Milton S. Hershey Hospital Medical Center, which is 5 miles away from the parks. The hospital is making sure that the staff and the procedures put in place by the parks are following COVID guidelines from the CDC. They're also providing them with training on how to handle certain COVID-related situations in a worst-case scenario. So, that seems like a lot, but that's not all. They're putting even more precautions into place because they want you to feel safe at the parks. They're going to be doing more regular cleanings on all the surfaces that are touched by hands more often, like handrails, rides, restaurant tables, etc. They're also going to be doing online and virtual check-in, check-out, and reservations. That way, you're not doing face-to-face communication with the hostess. It's doing it all online and keeping you and your family away from others. And of course, the 6 feet apart and mask rules will also be applied, including outdoors as well. Masks will always be required, and markings on the ground will indicate where you should stand when waiting for your turn on a ride. So now that you feel safe at the park, let's move on to where you may stay. You've got 3 options, but of course you don't actually have to stay there. You could just go during the day, which is also a good choice. It'll only cost you about $63 a ticket, which sounds well worth it to me, and you'll soon find out it's more than just the park. But if you want to stay there, let's start with your first option, and that's one more geared towards kids and families, and that's the Hershey Lodge. They are a wonderful, calm, relaxing, and homey feeling hotel. And according to one guest from Google reviews, the staff were polite and worked well, the facility was very well maintained, and the rooms were very adequate and up to par with a normal hotel. But maybe you're someone like me who doesn't have any kids or doesn't have a huge family that wants to go. Well, you might want to go check out their award-winning hotel, the Hotel Hershey. This hotel has won awards such as the American Historic Hotel Award, as well as others. But this hotel is a little bit more high class. The restaurants there are a little more expensive, but that's because the chefs and the culinary cuisines you can order are a little bit more than your normal dinners that you may find at the Hershey Lodge. But if neither of those options work, and you don't even feel safe in a hotel by summer, you have a really cool option that most parks don't have, and that's a campgrounds. Yes, you heard me. Hershey Park has their own campgrounds. You can rent a cottage, or you can drive your RV and car and park it in that lot and sleep there for a few nights. That'll be less than $90. Not only that, but you're outside, right? COVID is definitely known to be less contagious outdoors. So there's your check mark for safety on that one. So now that you picked one of your 3 options, each of which will definitely be less than $150 a person in most situations, let's move on to what you're actually going to do there. And that's the entertainment. What is Hershey Park? Well, it's an amusement park in easy terms, but it's a lot more than that. Let's start with the amusement park though. We have roller coasters, shops, restaurants, entertainment, places where you can meet their mascots, the Reese's Cup and the Hershey Bar. And they have tours and little museums about the Hershey Company. You also might want to check out their newest ride, the Candemonium. It's their fastest and longest ride at the park right now. And in the summer, who knows what else they're going to add. They've got a water park. Yes, a water park. Now, I don't think the slides have chocolate on them, but it might get close. You can visit their Boardwalk Water Park simply by attending any of the hotels or buying a ticket specifically for it. Most of the hotels will provide you with some kind of bundle or deal for the parks, so they're going to be a little less expensive if you're worried about money. You also, and yes, this is going to sound weird, but they have a zoo. Hershey Park has a zoo. If you're not a water person and a roller coaster person, you might be an animal person. So go visit their zoo. Enjoy their awesome animals, but make sure you don't feed them any chocolate, especially during the animal encounter program that you can sign up for, where you'll get up close to some of their animals. Lastly, you can visit Chocolate World, their new store that's right now the biggest Hershey store in the world. They have world-famous pastries and shakes made daily for your consumption, and an awesome program for kids where you can sign up and create your own chocolate bar. Wow, I talked a lot about Hershey Park, and let me tell you, my mouth's watering already. But just to conclude, I hope that you found that Hershey Park is keeping your safety in mind, but still providing you with a wonderful, sweet, and enjoyable time for you and the whole family. All this information I've discussed might sound like a lot, but it doesn't even come close. If you want to know more details about pricing and programs and events they might have this summer, you should check out their website, HersheyParks.com. But before I leave you, I think we should eat a piece of chocolate. Hershey's is just delicious, and chocolate's delicious, and I can't end a video about Hershey's without at least enjoying a little myself. That's good. Hope to see you there, and take care.